Tajiri Resources Corp. Tajiri Resources Corp is an exploration company with a focus on precious metals. The company has and will continue to acquire gold and silver projects worldwide with a view of maximizing shareholder values through future discovery. Tajiri Resources Corp trades on the TSX under the symbol TAJ with a 52-week low of 8 cents and a high of 36 cents. Shares issued 22,682,400. Shares fully diluted 40,339,540. Tajiri Resources Corp is led by an experienced team of professionals that strike the desired balance of technical, financial, marketing, and accounting expertise needed to drive success in the junior exploration markets, with extensive business networks connecting them with the people and resources needed to acquire, evaluate, and fund exploration and acquisitions. In June 2011, Tajiri announced it had acquired an option for 100% of the past-producing Inca silver property that is located at the southern end of the mineral-rich Tintina Gold Belt. Stretching from the Alaskan Panhandle and arching its way south through the Yukon to western borders of Northwest Territories, the Tintina Belt is a host to several mines and major deposits along Sumitomo's Pogo, Kinross's Fort Knox, and of course the world-famous Keno Hill Silver Camp, the second-largest primary silver-producing area in Canada, where 35 vein-style deposits have produced over 200 million ounces of silver since discovery in 1913. The Inca property has the potential for discovery of not only high-grade vein deposits, but also bulk mineable sheeted and stockwork veins. Inca shows numerous similarities to mineralization found at the Keno Hill Camp, and is underlain by the Tombstone Plutonic Suite, which is a rock formation underlining both the Inca and Keno Hill area, thought to be the heat source responsible for the rich silver veins mined there. Historically, one property, Inca and Plata, have both seen production from the bulk sampling of high-grade silver, lead, zinc veins that were exposed at surface via small open pits and shallow surface cuts. This material, of course, was of such high grade that it was bagged on-site and shipped directly via fixed-wing aircraft to Teck Cominco's trail smelter for processing. Given the near-identical nature of the silver-lead-zinc mineralization found on both projects, and the further similarities they both bear to what is found in the Keno Hill Camp, the Plata Inca area may have similar camp-style potential to host high-grade deposits along a regional structure that strikes for several kilometers. Tajiri's Inca property can be seen outlined on this simplified geological map identifying the Triassic Jones Group, also known as the Tombstone Suite. Additionally, staking by Tajiri during its 2011 program, August, more than doubled the size of the project along an easterly trending set of regional thrust faults thought to be associated with the high-grade silver-lead-zinc mineralization mined at Inca historically. Originally, the Inca Plata properties, owned by Tajiri and Silver Predator Corp. Respectively, formed a single project known as the Inca Plata property. Collectively, the Inca Plata property produced over 500,000 ounces of silver from approximately 3,500 tons of ore material shipped directly to a smelter after several months of hand-sorting and stockpiling ore. The adjoining Plata claims also hosted high-grade mining activity during the early 1980s and are currently under option to Silver Predator Corp. From Rockhaven Resources. Prior to the sale of their interest, Rockhaven had completed extensive mapping, sampling, geophysical, and drilling programs along with other work at the Plata, totaling approximately $5.5 million. At Inca, 225,000 ounces of silver was mined during a brief period of high-grade production from 1980 to 83. The 12 veins exploited from outcrop at surface are shown here and will be part of the company's focus during the 2012 exploration season in order to establish depth and lateral continuity and to better understand and map the geology of the project. Historical mining activity was limited to surface veins and outcrops, where ore-grade material from small pits such as this one was stockpiled and directly shipped to smelters only once a year. Given the similarities in geology to what is seen in the Angeles Keno Hill Camp, it is likely that the original operators only scratched the surface of what could be larger structures hosting high-grade silver-lead-zinc mineralization. Inca Pit No. 10 is an excellent example of the high-grade nature of mineralization present on the property. This shallow pit, which is no more than a few meters deep, produced 115,000 ounces of silver from just 675 tons of material, at an average grade and process of 100 ounces per ton. A major priority of the company's 2012 program will be tracking the veins seen here and those found at the 11 additional production areas from outcrop in order to establish how far they may extend at depth and along strike. Given the similarities observed at Inca with silver mineralization mined at the Keno Hill Silver Camp, there is potential that these structures could continue at depth for hundreds of meters. Sampling by independent geologists during a site visit for the preparation of a N1 43-101 report confirmed the high-grade nature of the project, location of the past-producing veins, and that there is in fact still ample amounts of ore-grade material at surface that remained untouched by previous operators. This sample assayed 3,358 grams per ton, or 119 ounces per ton, and 12.92% parts per billion. Another sample assayed 2,649 grams per ton, or 92 ounce ton, and 11.11 parts per million. A further sample assayed 4,315 grams per ton, 154 ounces a ton, and 14.53% Pb. Massive galena boulders, such as this one found in abundance throughout the Inca project area, speak to the highly anomalous nature of the property. During the summer exploration program of 2011, mapping and sampling and geochemistry work was completed by the company with results of the hard rock samples expected in near future. From this work, Tajiri was able to prioritize areas of interest for follow-up in 2011, leading to definitive drill targets to be tested the same year. These recommendations made in the company's recent 43-101 are planned for the summer of 2012. Preparations are underway, enabling preliminary ground and geophysical work to begin as soon as possible in order to identify priority drill targets for testing in late August 2011. The company feels Inca is an ideal situation with respect to the speed at which the property may be advanced. Limited drilling will quickly allow Tajiri to evaluate resource potential on the project, given the nature of mineralization, with the fault-associated vein structures being far easier to track and delineate than a larger disseminated type ore body. This presentation contains forward-looking statements. These forward-looking statements are made as of the date of this presentation, and Tajiri Resources Corp does not intend and does not assume any responsibility or obligation to update these forward-looking statements. Please review the attached disclaimer. Tajiri Resources Corp invites you to visit its website at tajiricorp.com or join us on Facebook. Tajiri trades on the TSX under the symbol TAJ.